talk about how, the Maha hackathon or that origin story began, right? And it all started with the folks at Builders Tribe who love talking to founders and have been doing so for the last 3 years, right? Quick introduction about me. So I'm Kavya and I'm one of the co-founders at Builders Tribe. And I've been in the blockchain space since 2017 and been helping chains with developer adoption and DApp adoption for the last 5 years now. So this has always been very close to my heart and the entire team, in fact, at Builders Tribe. And over the last 3 years, we've spoken to about 2,000 founders in Web3 to understand their pain points, right? Like what are the challenges? How do they build a successful business? And what are the main problem areas that we could help them with in terms of support? There have been three main things that have come into light here. Number one is that all founders that are especially new into the ecosystem want support in terms of network, right? Connect me to VCs, connect me to talent, good talent that I can hire for my company, connect me to good mentors or advisors that can help me progress. And that's how BuildSo, the platform, was incepted. For every budding startup founder out here, I am dropping the link to BuildSo, and feel free to check it out. Feel free to explore, and this might be a great place for you to start your founder journey as well if you're exploring that side of things. The second problem area that we've noticed that all founders talk about is that there isn't enough hype, there isn't enough distribution and visibility for my project. How do I get that, right? And we've always been trying to help founders in every gap. And for this, we have launched this very cool DAO called Scribble DAO in partnership with DYOR. And for those who know Hitesh Malviya, he's a KOL in the space and writes about very cool research-driven articles about different products in the space. We've essentially built out this DAO with them to help startups with distribution, with visibility and hype. Now, what Scribble DAO is, in a nutshell, is a community of crypto researchers who also write research-driven topics within the ecosystem. So for any founder who wants distribution, to and I'm dropping the registration link for that as well. So if you are interested, feel free to participate, feel free to follow Scribble DAO, and this would help you get deep into the crypto ecosystem and the entire blockchain ecosystem in general. So that's the second thing, right? And third, which is the most important part and which is where Maha comes into the picture, is that every founder needs support with user adoption for their dApps, right? So there are tens of thousands of dApps in the ecosystem, but there aren't enough users actually using these dApps, right? And this could be for numerous reasons. Some of them being discoverability is quite hard. People don't know where to look for new dApps that they could explore and potentially use. Second thing is UX is a big problem. So onboarding becomes really difficult and everything is very scattered. You need to keep connecting your wallet to multiple different applications. You need to create new wallets for new applications, and the entire user experience is quite complex at the moment. And abstracting it is one of the key ways in which we can increase mass adoption in Web3, right? And having more people actually use products that builders build out for them. So on that note, there was this very, very cool feature that Telegram rolled out last year in 2023, which is essentially the mini app environment. So what a mini app is just a interface where you can explore every application like you would on your mobile phone, but within the familiar interface of Telegram, right? And most of you all are on Telegram, you chat on Telegram, but I know that a lot of people haven't really explored the bot or the mini app ecosystem, and that's come in quite recently, right? It's been probably a little over a year. So this all started with WeChat, actually. So for anything to be mass adopted, you need to abstract user experience and make it very, very seamless for a user to use it. And WeChat essentially did that with the mini app ecosystem actually coming out in 2017, and they kind of started this whole trend. And now all of China uses WeChat for pretty much everything. It's the super app for China, right? For calling, for chatting, for exploring dApps, for payments, etc. So that's essentially what like Telegram is getting into, but with a wallet, a crypto wallet integration as well, right? So imagine, for those of you who understand, mini apps are to Telegram what frames are to Farcaster, right? So you can build an app interface within another app. So imagine using your favorite, Ethereum dApp on this environment, where you don't have to, explore multiple tabs to get into new dApps, or, connect your wallet over and over again, and have a more seamless experience where everything is sort of aggregated in one place for you, right? And that's how Maha was kind of incepted. So for those of you who don't know what Maha is, it's the mini app hackathon. And the reason we launched this is we want to introduce builders to this world of mini apps, because we think this is the future to mass adoption. Telegram already has 900 million users, and it's just about tapping into that user base to actually start using mini apps, right? So the users already exist. It's about providing innovative, interesting mini apps that the users would want to use at this point, right? And this all starts with you guys, which is builders, and innovation always starts from here, right? Every new deep tech that starts out always starts with getting developers to explore innovative ideas and then building on top of that. And that's why this hackathon was concepted in the end. So in today's session, we have Ankit and Shashank from Ton Society India, who are going to be sharing some interesting use cases that you can build out for mini apps. And that's been a general question on the Telegram chat as well, that I've noticed that people aren't sure what to build. And these guys have been doing very deep down research with the Ton Foundation on what mini apps work, what are interesting use cases that you would build, and what will actually bring adoption, right? And they're going to share some of that with you all today. And after which we have our very own Adarsh and Sagar, who will be doing a code-along session with you all, where they deploy a mini app end-to-end on this session, and you guys can essentially do that with them. So without taking any more time, I'm handing this over to Ankit and Shashank, who can take over and get this going. So thanks, you guys.
Thanks a lot, Kavya, and thanks a lot for the lovely introduction. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Ankit, and I have with me Shashank. We both are from Ton Foundation, and I am the Ton Society India lead, and Shashank is the Development Manager for Ton Society. And first of all, thanks a lot for joining us today on the Saturday evening. And so before we begin, so Shashank will be sharing about Telegram mini apps and sharing ideas about it and what kind of ideas can go viral, because Shashank himself is a founder. He created a web IDE for Ton programming, and eventually he successfully merged it with Ton Foundation, and now he's part of the foundation. So he'll be talking about his journey and also explaining about what kind of ideas work, how to make it successful. But before we go there, let me first talk about a very short brief about Ton blockchain. So Ton is a blockchain that was designed by Telegram originally, and later on, eventually, it became a separate entity on its own, and now it's managed by Ton Foundation. And the idea behind Ton Foundation is, our objective is that we want to take Web3 to the masses, especially with our official partnership with Telegram. So the idea is that, first of all, to reach out to the masses, first of all, the blockchain should be scalable. And the way Ton's architecture works is that it can have potentially millions of transactions per second, which is currently the only blockchain to claim that. So if you want, you can read the white paper, how it works, how the architecture is, how the sharding works there. And this kind of TPS is required if you want to cater to 1 billion monthly active users of Telegram. So since Telegram has an official partnership with Ton, so they needed a blockchain that can cater to millions of transactions per second for its 1 billion users. So that is the first part regarding scalability. Secondly, regarding user interface, as Kavya mentioned, we are also, sorting it with the help of Telegram mini apps. Whether it's a wallet or any dApp that you are, using, any game, etc., everything can be opened within Telegram and very seamlessly within a few clicks. So that is one problem we're trying to solve. And the last thing is, the use cases that we're catering to are more useful for the Telegram audience. So there's already, as I said, there's already 1 billion monthly active users on Telegram. So if you build use cases for them, there's high chance your app will be successful. Now, once you build an application, how do we help you? So first of all, so all the applications related to Telegram, for example, if you look at usernames, Telegram usernames that can be bought and sold and deployed on Ton blockchain. Secondly, if you are an influencer, you have a channel, you can get 50% of the ad revenue in Toncoin on Ton blockchain. And if you build any dApp, your dApp will be promoted on Telegram channels through Telegram advertisement, and that payment is done on Ton blockchain. So all these use cases are being done on Ton blockchain. Now, how we help you as a founder. So once you have deployed a block, once you have deployed your app on Ton blockchain, first of all, we help you, with financial grants. We also provide funding, and also all the technical support we provide you, and most importantly, marketing. So if you have deployed your app on Ton blockchain, so Telegram gives you free ad credits. So for example, if you have a football game on Telegram, so it will show your app's ad on all the football related channels, and you can drive, you can pull the crowd from there from those channels. Then we have something called Tap Center. So all the major Telegram mini apps, they are listed on a mini app called Tap Center, just like App Store in Apple and Play Store on Google. Then we have different community channels with millions of daily active users where we promote your application, whatever new application is created. So yeah, that's how we promote apps. And before we begin, before I give it up to Shashank, I would like to share one more thing. So as part of Ton Society India, we are coming up with something called Ton Academy, Ton Society Academy. So what we'll do there is that we will help you, first of all, understand how Ton blockchain works. We will educate you on it. Then we will help you to think of a good idea that can go viral on Ton blockchain and Telegram mini apps. We'll help you to refine that idea, how to make it into a successful business model. We'll also help you with all the technical support, and we will have monthly pitching sessions, like starting from July onwards. Towards the end of every month, you can pitch your project to us monthly. It's okay even if it's not complete, even if it's like half of the project, you can pitch it. And every month we will choose a few winners, maybe 3 winners, and we will distribute a couple of $1,000 to those winners. And so you can keep pitching every month till the time you win. And once you're the winner, we will help you get even a larger grant from the Ton community, because your idea is now valid. And then obviously we'll be working with you to help you with all the marketing support, etc. So this is what Ton Academy is. Our aim is to create more founders. So we're already working with a lot of early stage founders and even college students. We're helping them think of ideas, refine their ideas, create their apps, and finally pitch their apps and get grants and marketing support, etc. So this is what we are doing. And that's all about Ton blockchain, just a brief. And now Shashank will be sharing more about Telegram mini apps, what kind of ideas work, and his own experience. So over to you, Shashank.
Thank you, Ankit. Thank you for this, and thank you everyone for joining us on this Saturday evening, because I think this is the hardest part of the week, hardest evening, I'll say. So and congratulations, all of you are joining here. So first of all, I'll introduce myself. So I'm Shashank. I previously worked as a product manager in 2-3 different startups. Then I started working on my own project. It started simply as a hackathon project, like you guys are, trying something or building. So we started as a hackathon project. We saw a problem, we solved it. We were the global hackathon winners of Ton Foundation. Then we got grants from the foundation, and we successfully built it, onboarded good users on it, and the foundation actually love our product, and they love our work, so they merge us into the foundation now. So my product is current now is rebranding as a foundations tool, and I'll be working in the foundation as a developer. So yeah, me and my CTO both are now full-time employees in the foundation. So the it's simply just I want to tell you, like, this is how you can think like a hackathon project can be like this big. This is one of the example I always give to the people. And right now, like, by the way, I want to tell everyone, like, today is the last day for the Open League Hackathon submission. So you can go on Dora Hack or Ankit, or like I'll share the link with you guys. Just go on Dora Hack, and if you guys are thinking of building any mini app, just check the Dora Hack Open League mini hackathon. Sorry, Open League hackathon, and you have like 2 million as a prize money. And just like today is the last day, you can actually like register till tonight, but you can build it for like 1 month. I hope you all are building something for the last 1 month, because you have this builder hackathon also. So just imagine, registering yourself there, and yeah, you'll have a lot of great opportunities after that. So just like this is my first year, this should be your first task after the call. If you don't have registered till now, because today is the last. If you want to add something on this, Ankit.
Yeah,
I
just to
think you want to add.
clarify, so we are having a hackathon called the Open League Hackathon. So you can register for it by today. By register, I mean you'll have to submit a GitHub link, but it can be empty GitHub link as of now, and you have time to complete it till next month. So I think by 15th of July, you can complete your project, but you'll have to submit the project by today itself. I know it's last time, but still, whoever wants to participate, those who have any idea, they can submit a GitHub link, and they have time to complete it by 15th of July. And the prize money, as Shashank said, is total prize money is 2 million USD. You can see the details in the GitHub link. And if you want to know how to register, let me share a few slides for that as well. I just share it in the chat in a couple of minutes. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. And then, yes, like even if you have some rough idea and you want to test it in general public, just go and register. You can edit all the content, you can edit your GitHub and this and that. So just go and register there. It's going to be useful for you, because you'll get an idea of largest audience, what others are, and you can even like go there and check out what others are building. We have 4 categories, and one is onboarding, another is engagement, one section is DeFi, and another is e-commerce. So just go there, check out, what all people are building, what are their like what foundation, but then I'll explain that in our slides also, how you can think about, because I've been interacting with a lot of founders, and most of them are either like facing very basic a few things that are like common to everyone. So I'll try to cover only those points today, and for detail in terms of tech or deployment and actual building, you can connect with me, or we can also have another session like if Kavya and all work. So it's like today I'll keep it to something like how we can think of building something that is useful, or that can like onboard a large number of users, and that will help foundations and you, and how you can actually have all of these goals align in a single roadmap, and have a successful startup idea or a successful product out in the market. So yeah, I'll share my screen now. So yeah, is it visible to everyone now? Anyone can
No,
give me
I don't think
yeah.
your screen is visible, at least not for me.
Yeah, it's not now. It's visible.
It's okay now.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm new to Zoom because we are from Telegram, so we are using only Telegram these days. So this is my journey. I've started it as a hackathon project, and I've successfully built it, and you can say I have one successful exit in terms of product. So this is like you can all can scan. This is my LinkedIn, and you can connect with me if you want to. And you have like not just because of the hackathon or Dawn. Even if you want to ask, you're a founder, you have some general query because I have been through all this. What you guys are thinking, or you guys be at a particular phase. So I might help you. Just go and if you want, you can message me there. So, yeah.
Shashank, just a second. So in the chat, I have added a deck that explains how to submit your project. And yeah, the date. So the date of submission is today, and for the date of completion is 15th of July. So you can go to that link and submit if you guys want. Carry on, Shashank.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ankit. So yeah. So first of all, let's think about why people actually use any app, not just the Telegram mini app, but any app. It's not because like there has to be some value because nobody actually cares about what you are building. There has to be some value attached to your app so that people use it. So one of the few things which like these are the only things which people care about. If your app is in any of these categories, definitely people are going to use it. So for example, people are using entertainment apps and their only purpose is to increase the fun for the people. Examples, games. We have so many Telegram mini games and the hamster, yes coin. People are here using it just for fun because we have been playing games in our mobile since our childhood. And I don't think we ever thought of attaching any tangible value with it. We just using it because we like doing it. So yeah, this is one of the area. Second is the pain point. If you're reducing someone's pain point, or like you are actually targeting their pain area, so you are optimizing their process or something. Just think of any of the marketplace like Flipkart, like Calendly, like Notion. Imagine how hard it is for you to actually book a schedule a call with someone if like it's not on using you're not using Calendly or something. So it's reducing their pain. Third thing is money. If you increase the wealth of anyone, you'll be more interested in using your app. For example, you have dexes, you have portfolio management things, you have trackers. All these apps on mini apps people are using is because you help them to increase their wealth. So these are the three use cases which people mostly like use your app because you fall under all these three categories. Next is time. If anything that reduces the time of your user, they are definitely going to use your app. For example, like all the no code tools. My tool is Newgen. I have purposely placed it here to advertise myself. And another one is Jira. For example, imagine working in a corporate or like working without Notion. How you're going to manage it because it's tremendously reducing your efforts and time to actually that's why people are using these tools. Third one is health. If everything that actually help people to improve their health and like their like they feel good about it, whether it's mentally or whether it's physically. For example, all the meditation app, all the gym apps, all the health. So definitely then also people will use your app. And right now I'm talking about just a use, not whether they'll pay for it or not. Just imagine you have to be under all these five categories. So like then only people can use your app. And every app actually which you see on the Play Store is actually solving this kind of value, like providing this kind of value so that people are using it. So this is my take. Like if you are thinking of building something, just try to have like what kind of tangible value it is providing to the customer. For example, travel app, they are like solving all the hustle pain areas. They're like help them to save money because they are actually reducing the unpredictability of going there and booking a hotel and whether it's of $3,000 or $2,000. And all the entertainment app, people are using it because they love it. So it's just like people are using something because they get a value out of it. So yeah, this is like all these five reasons I think. Thing it is, third thing is if you're thinking about any of the mini app, this is especially for the case of mini app or like DApp, you can say in general. Like if you are thinking of building anything in Tawny ecosystem, like how people often ask me like why or how I can build something that actually people need. So yeah, so that's why like my entire like their entire focus was, how I find something that is still not there in the in app world, and I can build it and people will love it. So my like I have made a simple process out of it. This is not the exact process. This is just help you to get better with your hit and trials. So yeah. So first of all, understand the objective of the chain. For example, the objective of Ton is mass adoption. So they will definitely or will definitely, help all those apps that help to actually achieve our this goal. Mass adoption means or Telegram already have millions of users out there. Just build something that is very similar or very simple, and that will help actually masses to adopt, or like you start using these. Ton as a chain or wallet, or like using Telegram mini apps. Another factor is, understand, if, for example, if you're building and now understand the objective of the chain. Now, what are the KPIs of a particular chain? For example, you want to support from a particular chain like Ton or Ethereum or any of the chain. Let's talk like for now about Ton. So every chain has some particular KPIs. For example, they want to acquire new user, they want to increase their TVL, they want to increase their number of projects, or they want to increase their community. So anything, or like any app or anything, any product which you build, and that will help the this foundation or any of the chain to actually meet their KPIs. For example, you help them to download so many projects, you actually help them to grow their community, or you even like DeFi, all the DeFi apps, they help them to increase the TVL actually increase their ranking in overall ranking in different chains. So these are their KPIs. So imagine any value if you can add on to their KPIs, definitely they're going to support you, definitely they love your product, and definitely they have some collaboration or monetary benefit, you'll get some monetary benefit from the chain also. Third thing is, this is specifically for the Ton Telegram mini app. Just go on trending apps and start like seeing what others people are making. Because I like whenever I think of any idea, and I don't know like how I should start it, or like what I can do to actually like whether this is feasible or not, what others are building, and even to get some idea what people are doing. Just go to trending apps and just open your Telegram, search in the search bar, just search about trending apps. You'll get a lot of apps. You'll at least, I think there are thousands of apps, 1,000 apps are there. You will get an idea, not just in terms of what people are building. You will also just go there and use these mini apps. You'll get an idea how they are actually managing their UI UX, how like I can make a better UI UX, what's their user flow, what's the use case they are solving. So you'll get the a very good idea what for example, if somebody actually made some cool apps and you think it can be made better, so you can get an idea and build it in a better way and actually place it in these trending app. So yeah, these are the 3 points, I think, how you actually think about an idea, whether like how it's aligned with the objective of the chain, how actually it helps chains to meet their KPIs. And third is how you can take inspiration from different these how you can like take inspiration from different apps in terms of use cases, in terms of UI UX and user flow. Third thing is gap analysis. What's missing on Ton. Just think about like we start building Newgen. Why we build Newgen? Because it was very difficult for everyone to actually write their first smart contract, and Remix was solving that problem. So clearly Remix was missing from the Ton's tooling ecosystem. Then we start building this. So just go out there and like what others what products are missing, what projects that are already have proven use cases on different chains. Just think of whether they are on Ton or not. And if you think you can build something, but it should not be something fancy, it should be first solve the core problem, then you can like have all these fancy problems. For example, I've seen people coming with so many fancy ideas that are on Ethereum, and they think like Ton will help them to actually execute them. But the problem is, first we need to solve the core problem, then we can actually like look for periphery problems. And the third point is personal pain point. If you think like, this is missing from the foundation, and I've been building for Ton Foundation, and if I find like there are lack of resources, this thing is missing, or this, that. So you can actually think about your personal pain point, or like in terms of app also, just think about a personal pain point, and build that. So these are the five, I think, I've given you five inspiration or ideas how you can think about any of the mini apps. Objective of the chain, KPI, trending apps, and gap analysis from other chains, and then your personal pain point. So yeah, you can have this. And third thing is how to build. Now you have an idea, and I've seen people are with the idea, but yeah, yeah, they're randomly thinking about feature part first. They're just describing solution. For example, if someone was I've introduced to someone in the Ton boot camp that we have conducted in Gurgaon last week. So people are coming with the idea like they want to build a game, and they were like, we will have this feature, and we will have this clan, and people can now share their score. They'll form a community, and this and that. This is like you are starting a product, you're thinking about a project, but you are actually comparing it or building it for like might be that can be your quarter four milestones. That you should start thinking about your initial stage, how you're going to build them for next 2-3 months. That should be your initial target. Now imagine like how to build it. So I'll simplify this process. Now you have an idea what all people are, how to think about solving any value, how to think about adding value to your customer or like any users. Then you think about how you can take inspiration from them. Now you have like given them value, you have an idea, you now think thought of building it as an MVP or something. Now just have a clear goal in your mind. For example, you want users. For example, I want to travel to Delhi. So it has to be as simple. I'll open the app. I will click on the this see this screen. I'll click on this button and I'll get the cab as an option. I'll book it, and people are like might be thinking about so many different options. What if I want to share my cab? What if I actually want to have like auto instead of cab? So these are all the edge cases. You should not think about all these in initial thought. So first you should be clear with your end goal. End goal should be like it should be as simple as I'll go there, I'll book my cab, and I'll reach Delhi. It should be that simple. Then you have your ideal flow. Now you have your end goal defined, user collect coin or like use leaderboard, these stuff. Second point is ideal flow. Ideal flow is we also called as happy flow. Happy flow is something, what is the minimum step that a person will take to complete their ideal task? This is going to be your first ideal flow. This is how you're going to build something. Because I've tell you, I just told you, like I'll open my app, I'll click on this button and 3 to 4 step, and I'll like complete this. Then think about edge cases. For example, booking, you want to book a cab. Now for the payment, you want to pay it by cash or UPI or something. You want to book a cab or you want to rent a cab. Okay, you want to refer it to a friend for the discount. These are like the secondary edge cases. But our end goal and ideal flow is, end goal is I want to book a cab. Ideal flow is how I gonna like do it in minimum step. And then you can consider about all the edge cases. This is how you thought about a product, or this is how you actually think about a product or proceed in terms of thinking of building a product. Third thing is design. Definitely you're going to have your UI UX, then you have your architecture, your front end back end component, then your smart contract component, then your blockchain integration component. And yeah, so this is like design, and then this is like your coding part is there, then your testing part is there. And most important thing for the testing is the responsibility of all the team members. I've seen people, I've seen founders, I've seen BD guys who are like, that's not my job. Because you are representing a product, it means it's everyone's responsibility to go and check that product, not in terms of like backend or something, but just as a general user, and see what like if everything is working smooth or not. If everything is working smooth, then yeah, your testing is done. So yeah, so this is like, I'll summarize it like this: is how you build a product. This is how you think about an idea. This is what I think why people use an app. So yeah, and now I'll come to the last part. So if you can articulate your entire thinking, or like what kind of things you're doing into these slides, and we can also provide you these slides, then you'll definitely have a good to go solution for the people. So for example, just think about what problem you're solving for the people, whether it can be a fun problem also. For example, people are actually, just take the example of Notcoin. People want to use a mini app, but they don't have a, really good use case. And they're just a general users. They just want to try it. So you can imagine Notcoin with just a simple clicker actually help people to try our Telegram mini app. That's so simple. It's like the problem you are solving is just the onboarding and adoption problem. The solution is providing is bare minimum solutions, features, bare minimum feature. So simply just think about a problem, then think about the solution you are providing and the features you are going to give them initially. One more thing is competitor. For example, your unique value proposition has to be there. For example, someone is building an Ola on, Telegram, just a Telegram mini app. Just imagine how like a better mini app you can build from an existing app. This can be like if an idea is there and people are building it, it means like it has some validity. And if you are helping them to like, helping users to improve their like experience or giving them more value, definitely you'll be a bigger, more successful product than that. Then at least have a business model, even if it's a long term business model, at least have a business model, because business models actually help you think about sustainability of your product. You can build a product, you can build a product, people will start using it, but they will never gonna pay for it, or how you will get money for it. You cannot actually depend on grants forever. You cannot depend on VC money forever. There has to be some sustainable. It's not like you'll get it on day one, but at least start thinking it then in that direction. If you find something very like tangible, it's good, but if it's not there, it's okay. You can keep on thinking about it and you can then have like a very successful product. Last point is go to market strategy. So this is the most important part for like as Kavya also mentioned it, like user adoption is one of the most important, or like different difficult task in a startup these days, in Web3 products these days. So how you are actually going to capture our market is a core area right now. For example, Notcoin is not a very like I'll say the technical miracle or something. They haven't built anything that nobody can actually build. You even anyone, I think most of the people can build that. But their main strength was, their GTM, how they actually crack the market, how they make it viral, how they actually, onboard so millions of user on that, and how they actually created that hype. So it's their go-to market strategy. It's their, is their marketing, is their what I'll say virality feature that actually makes them unique rather than what they have built it. So like business model, GTM are also one of the most important things. And last point is team. For example, I've seen people in the hackathons and different college student and even the initial startup or the first time founders, they actually make a team and everybody in the team is actually having the same skill set. For example, you are a team of 3 people and all of them are developers. Then who gonna design the product? Who gonna present it well? Who gonna write the content for it? These are the features we never thought while we build a team. So just have a have a team that actually have very diversify or complementary skills to each other. Somebody is very good at product, he might not be good with the code, but somebody that is very good with marketing, he might help you to actually reach a lot of users. Somebody who's very good with designs, he might not be a very good coder, but a coder can complement. Whenever we think about a team, either we'll have all the non-tech people in the as a team members, or we'll have 1 or 2 member as a tech member. Just imagine, even in non-tech members, how you are actually distributing your skill set. It's design, it's marketing, it's operations, so many departments, even in coding also. I've seen people like, with two friends coming together building an app, and both of them were actually front-end developers. So it's of no use. Just think of it, it's not the hardcore rule. Just divide your responsibility. Have a team that actually have complementary skill set. So that will help you guys to actually grow. I think this is my part. Anything anyone wants to ask, anything? Yeah, I'm open to questions now. Yeah, guys, I think I can.
So, it is necessary to build on mainnet only. Like I don't have funds right now, so I can build on testnet also, na?
Yeah, you can build on testnet also. If you have any problem in getting all those test coins, like you can reach out to us. You can write in our group. We'll definitely help you to how you can get all those test coin, and you can test your contract for free or build it on testnet. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that session, Shashank. That was really very insightful for all of us. I think really helpful for people who are starting off with mini apps. For everybody who's joined in, if you guys have any question, do put it in the chat, and I'm sure Shashank will take all of these during the session or right at the end of it. With the interest of time, I think we should move ahead to the next session, which is the Build Along session hosted by our very own tech team, Adarsh and Sagar. If we could have you guys on cam. Awesome. I see you guys. Cool. I'll hand it straight over to you guys. Adarsh and Sagar, stage is all yours.
Yep. Yeah. So, hi guys. I think everyone knows what a Telegram mini app is for now, but I'll still share my screen and walk you through some of the apps that I found on Telegram mini app center, which I found very cool. I'm not able to share my screen. Why? I think Shashank, can you stop sharing your screen? Okay.
Done. Thanks.
Yeah. So what is a Telegram mini app? It's any web app that is built using Tom's own open source library called TMA.js. And what it allows is it allows any web app to be rendered on a Telegram screen. So I'll show you. This is a Telegram bot called Wallet. This is developed by Ton organization, and it's actually a web app. So when I found this, I did not know that this is a web app. I thought this is a part of Telegram's functionality, and so just for the curiosity, I went and looked for the code of it, and I was hoping that I would find 4 repository: one for iOS, one for Android, one for desktop, and one for WebView. But turns out this wallet, it's actually just one repository, and it's built with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So how are they doing it? And so we just started research on how a web app is being rendered on a Telegram screen. So Telegram Foundation also made their TMA.js library open source, and what this library allows is you just have to install this library onto any web app that you have already built, and it will start displaying on a Telegram screen. For example, our first bot that we created was BuildSoBot, and we did not do anything. It took us 15 minutes to build this. We already have our own Maran app called BuildSo, and we just install the right libraries that Ton has provided, and our app was running on Telegram. This allowed all our users to access the BuildSo website right through Telegram, and they did not have to go through the onboarding process that our web app has. As all the most of the Web3 users on Telegram, so they did not need ever to come on a web view. They just can do start, and they have access to the BuildSo library right from here. So as I said, it's very easy to build a Telegram bot. So we'll show you through a 15 or 20-minute session how to build a Telegram bot from scratch using React.js. So Sagar will start sharing his screen, and he'll show you how to build from scratch, really scratch. So you can already start coding along if you want. So on to you, Sagar.
Hi guys. So how many of you looking for like build it on like want to do hands-on or follow along? Just drop a thumbs up on chat. I will share my screen shortly. So basically, I've divided this session into two sections. So in first section, we will be building. So in the first section, we'll be first we'll integrate. First, we will create a boilerplate app with Next.js, TypeScript, and Tailwind CSS. Then we'll integrate that TMA.js with that app, and there you will get your authorized user from Telegram user. In the second portion, we'll integrate the wallet from RainbowKit. So let's see then.
So what we are building is a web app that has Ethereum wallet connection functionality, and we'll deploy that app on Telegram Mini App Center. So we'll simply create a Next.js app, and we'll show you how to integrate it to the TMA.js library to make it available on Telegram. So as all the web apps, they run on browser, but our app will run on Telegram through a bot.
So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So for the UI library, we'll be using SATCN. So first, the guys who are following along, search for SATCN UI. So basically, go to doc section and the installation section. So we'll be using Next.js. So just copy it. I'll be using PNPM package manager for this app, demo app. Now head back to your terminal and paste it. So I'll rename the app as Minitele app. Whatever app name you prefer, just write it. So yeah, we'll be using SRC directory, app router. We'll be using. I want to use absolute path. Yes. So it will create the project for me. It will take 5 to 10 seconds to build it. Yeah, so let's go to the app itself. Now I'll open my favorite code editor. I'll be using VS Code for this session. Open your favorite code editor. And okay, so first let's see is our app working. So first let's start the dev server. That is our PNPM dev. So yeah. Okay, so you can see it's working, but it's a normal web page as of now. So what we have to do is we have to wrap this web page into Telegram with TMAJS. So TMAJS is a wrapper for this Telegram mini app that actually converts that normal web page to a mini app. So for that, let's search for TMAJS. So basically, TMAJS stands for Telegram Mini App JavaScript. Go to their docs, and there you can find a package for React.js, TMAJS SDK React. So install it. If you guys are facing some issues, then you can mention on chat. So yeah. So now we have installed the SDK. So next, what we have to build is, if you go to their docs, you can see they have created a provider, but we'll create a custom provider, like custom context, that would be Telegram context, where we'll be storing the authenticated user details. Like what actually Telegram benefit solves for us, it gives a default authentication, like whoever uses your app, the authentication is automatically implied there. So first we'll get the auth user. So for that, we'll be building a custom provider. But before that, I think I have not installed the SATCN UI. So one step is left. So I'll use the basic configuration, and yeah, it has been installed. So in the component section, I'll be creating a provider called TMA. So that will be a TMA provider. So next we have to create a context that would be a Telegram context. In this context, we will be saving the user details. So let's create a context. So we'll be using use context from React. Okay. But before that, we will create a type for this context. That would be TMA context. So in this context, we will have a user whose type would be of type user that we'll get from TMA SDK. You can see there's a type, there's a user that actually Telegram sends to us. Now, as of now, we'll set it as a default. So TMA context has been created. So in the provider itself, we will be providing that context. So import the TMA context. So basically, in this context, in this provider, we'll create a use state where we'll be storing the user data. So let's create a use state for that would be Telegram user. As of now, let's set it to a empty object because either TypeScript will shout like yell at us. So yeah, now the next step would be fetch that user. So basically, this React SDK library provides a functionality called retrieve launch params. So these launch params, through these launch params, Telegram itself sends some query params, and we can get that params over here. So for that, I will create a function called fetch Telegram user data. Telegram user. So basically, this launch params will give me some launch params, and it has some initial data. So first, I'll get that user from here. That would be user launch params. There you can find so many data. It gives so many details, but what we are interested in is initial data, and this initial data has a user object. Okay. Now we'll see. This could be undefined or user object, and we'll throw an error if there's no user. So first, just wrap it with try-catch block so that it will handle the runtime error. And also make two more states. One would be is error and one would be is loading. So for is loading, it would be true initially. The type would be Boolean. There would be another set error. So basically the name would be is error. Type would be Boolean, and the default value would be false. Okay. Now, if there isn't any user, then we'll throw a simple error. Okay. If not user, then basically throw an error. So here user not found. And if there is user, then set Telegram user to that user. Now here in this error, we'll set the error key, some error happened. Okay, and finally, what we'll do? Finally, we will set the is loading to false. Now, this is basically we have to do on the side effect. So for that, we'll be using use effect. So basically, use effect. That will be fetch Telegram user function, and it will be called when the components renders. Okay, and okay, so for the provider value, the user would be Telegram user, and we'll pass the children that will be coming from the props. Okay, now we have to create two more components. That would be error component and that would be a loading component. So initially, when the app will be loading, it will show loading. And if something bad happens, like for example, if someone tries to open your app on browser, then it will throw some error because those apps are made for opening on Telegram only. So let's build two components.
Until that, does anyone have any questions?
Till that, do you guys have any questions in this provider?
And TLDR of this is that we have just retrieved the user from our mini app. So what we are getting is if this app is running on Telegram, then we can get the current logged in user on Telegram. So one other great feature of Telegram mini app is we don't really need an authentication system because a user is already logged in on Telegram using their mobile number, OTP, and all. So we can easily use that user only to authenticate a user or uniquely identify a user. So we never really need to build our own authentication system. We can just use the currently logged in user on Telegram. So that's what we did. We just retrieved the user details of the currently logged in user on Telegram, and we can use their Telegram ID, their username, and all that to further implement functionalities on this app. So we are done with our authentication.
Okay, so if there is, so for loading state, we'll be rendering the TMA loading component. That is basically so the loading component. You can customize it. Like in production, you can customize it. You can add CSS, you can style whatever you want. As of now, I'm just rendering only loading. And if something errors happen, then we'll render this error component. Okay. So now the next step would be to wrap this root layout with this TMA provider. Also, I think what we have to do next is let's go to TMA.js docs. So we have to provide this SDK provider so that Telegram can talk with this app. So we'll import the SDK provider from here. Let's wrap it with SDK provider. Sorry for the keyboard sounds, guys. Also provide debug when you're building. So now let's head to this root layout component and wrap these children with our TMA provider. Okay, so now let's go to localhost 3000 and see what's happening. I just try to refresh it. Okay, I think one mistake I have made is we have to make it use client because this is only client component. So in Next.js, there is by default, they use SSR server-side rendering. So that's why else when we use a hook on a server component. So now let's see. So you can see they are showing some error key. This app is only available on Telegram. So open Telegram to continue. But if I initially hit it, it will show some loading. That was slow, but there was a loading screen. So now the next step would be to host this local web page to public server so that Telegram can easily call that. So there are two ways to host your web app. One way is you can host on Vercel or Netlify, or second way for the development, it is always best to use something like ngrok. Basically, that will create a that will make your local development server publicly available for Telegram. So in this session, we'll be using ngrok for that. So let's head to ngrok website. So if you don't have ngrok installed, so basically what you can do is you can open your terminal, you can run npm install ngrok and make it a global flag, globally install. So basically this will install ngrok for you, And after that, what you have to do is go to NGRock website, sign in there. After signing, you will see something like that. So choose Linux because you will be using CLI to host that. And you have to add this token so that NGRock can automatically authenticates you. So I have already set it up all these things. And after that, it should work. So now the command would be, we'll be exposing a 3000 port. So the command would be NGRock HTTP 3000. Okay. So you can see this is the public link, and it is forwarding to our localhost 3000. So whenever someone clicks on this or someone hits this link, he will be redirected to our localhost 3000 that is running locally in our local machine. So let's copy that. And for demo, I'll be hitting on my browser itself first. And if I click on visit, then you can see this is actually redirecting to my localhost service. And that is my localhost 3000. Okay, so the next step would be on the Telegram itself. So we have to create a bot to host our app. And we have to provide that domain link that will be our this public link, and that app will itself do the rest of the job. Okay, so for that, first search for BotFurther, because BotFurther is built by Telegram itself. It's really handy for creating new bots, managing your bots. So let's open this BotFurther and type /new bot. So basically, this new bot command will create a new bot for you. So as it is saying to choose a name for my app, so as of now, I'll choose my cool Telegram app. And next, you will say me to choose a username for this. I'll add it my cool mini app with the bot extension, because you can see you have to add the bot, something like this. Okay. After that, it will give us a token, or you can directly go to this app and you can just play with this app. So the next step would be like add the domain and the URL to that app so that that app can launch the mini app for us. So for that, you have to write the my bots command, where you can find the bots that you have created. So I have created so many bots. So for this is my, just click on my cool Telegram app. I'll click, because for this demo, I'm using this app. Go to bot settings and main menu button. So we haven't configured main menu button for this. So basically, what is main menu button? If you go to this wallet bot, basically, you can see there's a wallet button. So this is the main menu button. So you can edit that button directly from here. So basically, I'll click on configure menu button. So what it will ask what would be the title for that button. There was wallet, so I'll create a start only. You can edit it any like whenever you want. Sorry. So it is actually asking for the public domain. So that would be our public link. Now it will ask me for the name. So I'll simply put start. So let's head to this bot. You can search this bot in your Telegram as well. The username would be my cool Telegram mini app bot. I'll share this to in the chat section. And I'll click on start. So you can see there's a start menu button over here. So click on start. So it will prompt for a launch web app. I'll click on launch. And cool, you can see that the app is running. But when we try to launch it on our browser, it was showing some error. But in Telegram mini app, it's running. So a next step would be to get the user data. Like I have logged in as my account. So the next step would be showing my user data. So as of now, do you guys have any question like till now? You can simply ask, or if you have some blocker, you can ask. Yeah, Apex, I'll provide the code. So you will be I'll provide a GitHub link where you can find that code. Okay, so next head to the authentication part. So we'll be displaying our authenticated user details. So for that, now let's get back to our VS Code. Again, I'll create a component that will be me component. So so let's create a component first. That will be me.tsx. Okay, and it will be a client component.
Sagar, Rushikesh is asking what about the generated token on Telegram bot.
So this token you can use for like if you are creating a custom bot for your app, like the bot would be able to send you some messages and all, that token could be helpful. So the bot, basically you can create a Telegram bot, like Discord bot or WhatsApp bot like thing, and you can use that token and you can basically send some prompts, send some reaction based on user details. But this is a completely different domain, like building or developing bot, Telegram bot. But our main agenda is to build a Telegram mini app for this session. So that's why I'm not sharing the bot thing as of now. Okay, so let's create a component first. That will be me component. So what we'll do over here, we'll just get that user component that we have created. So in the context itself, you can see there's a user in our context. And we have to just use that context in this app, in this component. So for that, to be able to use that context, we have to create a hook. For that, I'll create a hook.tsx. So here we will export a function that will be use TMA hook basically. And this custom function itself will use the use context from that React provides. And we'll be using TMA context. Now, the next step would be to use that use TMA context over here, const. And this use TMA provides us the user. So now what we'll do, we'll return, we'll render the user details. Yeah. Now, we'll just render this me component on the main page. So as of now, there's a boilerplate main page that Next.js provides. So we'll replace that whole page. So go to page.tsx. and remove all as of now. So now we'll be returning only the me component. So only me component will be rendered. Now let's get to this TMA. Let's get to Telegram. Now you can see that my user details, basically whatever user details are. So my username, my first name, my user ID as well. So if you open this app, if you search on your Telegram, this Telegram my Colab, whatever username I have provided in this chat, you will find your user details over here when you launch that app. So you can simply open your phone and just click on this start button, and you will see your user details. So basically, this is the part of authentication. So without authenticating or without creating any backend logic for this, you are getting a authentication system from Telegram using Telegram. So this is my Telegram ID and everything. So imagine now the authentication has been solved. This is taken care from Telegram itself. So you can build whatever you want, and you are getting this user. So this was the first section when we are getting the user details. In the second section, what we'll do, we'll be connecting our wallet using RainbowKit. So as of now, do you guys have any questions? Or we can just now move to the next portion, that will be the connect wallet section. I'll just make it some like some pretty thing. Just as of now, just render the name. User. So in the user object, there are so many things. You can use the username. You can get, is the user is a premium user, premium Telegram user, is the user is bored and all. So I'm interested in first name as of now. So yeah, now let's start the wallet integration section. So for wallet integration, what we'll be using is RainbowKit. So search for RainbowKit in your browser. So in the first link itself, you will see something like that. Now click on view the docs, and you will be redirected to the docs section. And we're interested in installation. So basically, you can start with this, but what it will create, it will create a whole app, whole Next.js app for you. But as we have created a Next.js app, so we'll be using this manual setup for now. Now open terminal and just paste this command, npm install. So it will be installing the relevant packages. Let's wait for some time.
By the way, we are already done with creating and setting up our Telegram mini app and running it on Telegram. And now we are just making some more additional functionalities to display on the app. But you can choose to do whatever. It's a simple front-end app. If you want to build a simple weather application, movie app, whatever you want, you can build it. For now, Sagan is building Ethereum wallet integration using RainbowKit. but you can choose to do whatever. Till now, the code has been shown to set up a front-end app. So if you have done that, you can start building whatever you want. You don't really necessarily follow along with Sagar to showcase how to integrate i3M wallet. So, and you can also convert your already built apps into a mini app by just doing what Sagar did till now. Sagar, continue.
Okay, so yeah. So in this Rainbow Kit, so Rainbow Kit basically it abstracts all the thing, like how it creates or it provides a pop-up like wallet integration. For that, as of now, we have to create another provider, like that would be Rainbow provider. So you have to just copy these things. So the next step would be I'll be creating a provider, another provider that would be Rainbow provider. Let's create a component called wallet. Create a provider as well. And it would be client component. Name it to wallet provider. So now just refer to the docs and do whatever it is saying. So first it's saying to import all these things. So I'll just copy it and paste it to the provider. Next. Next you have to create a default config. So now the app name would be your app name, whatever app you are building. So the app would be my cool Telegram app. And what is this project ID? So for this project ID, you have to provide a Wallet Connect project ID. So for that, go to Wallet Connect website, search for Wallet Connect. Sorry, that would be Wallet Connect. Yeah. So after signing or login, you will redirect to your dashboard. So I'll just simply search for Wallet Connect dashboard. So this is the Wallet Connect dashboard. So when you successfully signs in, after signing in, you will get a project ID. So I'll just simply copy it. And I'll just provide this project ID over here. But it is better to put it on your ENP. As of now, I'm using as a hardcode value. Okay, so the next step would be, let's refer to Rainbow Docs again. So the next step would be like create a query client and wrap our app with this provider. So as we are creating a custom provider, so we'll just wrap our custom provider with these providers. So first copy this whole thing. Just I'll create a query client. Query client is provided by Transact Query. So in background, RainbowKit actually use Transact Query for fetching all the data, and WagMe also uses all that data to fetch it. Just return this. Now, okay. Now, what you have to do is we have to provide the props.children. Okay. So our provider is done. The wallet provider is done. So next step is to wrap our root layout with this provider as well. So the next step is import the wallet provider. Yeah. Now the next step is, let's go to docs again, and we have to just simply call this connect button. Okay, for that I'll again create a button, a component wallet connect button. So yeah, this is our wallet connect button. So again, I'll render this wallet connect button to our page. That is our main page. So there I'm only rendering me. Now I'll be rendering the wallet button as well. Just wrap it to the main. That will be me and wallet connect button. Okay, now let's go to Telegram and see what's happening there. Just try to reload it. Yeah, you can see there's a button called Connect Wallet. So I'm not rendering any CSS. It might look some ugly, but yeah, after applying CSS, it will look good. So I'll just click on Connect Wallet. So it will prompt like whatever it's needed. So I have MetaMask installed. I'll click on MetaMask. And I'll use my main account to integrate it. So yeah, now you can see my wallet has been integrated in Polygon network. I can switch any network, like I can switch to Ethereum, I can switch to Optimism, Arbitrum, Base, anything. Yeah, so that was a wallet connect section. So you can see it's my wallet with 0.23 Matic, as in MetaMask it was showing also same. Like you can say it's this Matic. So the next step is to get the balances of my account or get the account information. For that, we'll be using WagMe to fetch our data. So basically, RainbowKit also uses WagMe to integrate all those things. So we can go to wagme.sh. There you can find some really cool. Yeah, so go to React. There you can find some custom hooks like use account, use balance. So this use account hook will give you the account details, and this use balance will give you the balance details of the integrated account. So basically, okay, let's go to code. Again, I'll create I'll update my me component basically over here. So what I'll do, I've already installed WACME. So in the Rainbow Kit installation phase, they have installed the WACME, so you don't have to install it again. So let's import the use account hook from WACME. Name it to account, and also the balance. That would be use balance hook from, and it needs some parameters. So as an address, I'll provide my account address. That will be coming from there. So you can always visit to their docs, right? They are also showing something similar. If you go to balance section, you have to provide an address so that they can fetch the balance of their account. Okay, so now what we'll be rendering our account details like my address, wallet address, and my account balance. So first, my address would be account address, and my balance would be we'll get the balance data from data, and the data has some symbols like whichever coin we have. So if we have Matic, then the symbol would be Matic. If we have Ethereum, the symbol would be ETH. So first I'll render the value. So it will be a big integer value. So basically it will be on way ETH, but we'll convert that to normal decimals later on, and we'll render the symbol. Symbol. Now also create a function, custom function, that will basically convert our big into normal number, JS number. So we'll be type casting this to float. We'll be using parse float function to parse the float, and this would basically return us the float value of the balance. So again, I'll call the actual balance. Just convert big number to integer. to be conceivable. So now let's get to our app. Try to refresh it. Okay. So I have to render it with better CSS because it's now breaking. I'll just call it div. I'll just wrap it with p blocks. Let's see. So I think go to page. Let me share something. If I click on reload page, then you'll see the details. Like you can see user, this is my username, this is my wallet address, and this is my balance. That is this Matic. Also, we can like do it to fixed integer. Okay, if I go to this, and I'll be returning some fixed integer. Let's add to fixed to 4 decimals now. After reloading, it will showcase the actual data of your wallet. You can see it's showing the same data. As you can see, if I go to my main account, it will say it has like 239 Matic, and it is also showing the same thing. So yeah, so this is basically without CSS I have implemented. Yeah, so that was it. Like open to question. If you guys have any blocker, you can ask. Others, do you have anything to add? Others, in case you are speaking, you are mute.
Okay, no, not really. I don't have anything to add. But whoever was following along, please do drop a thumbs up if you have completed till here. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
So one more thing I would like to add. So previously I have built a beta version of this app with some CSS. So I'll be rendering that app, and I'll provide the app link, the GitHub link over here. So in the okay. So one last thing is the deployment phase. So I haven't said how you can deploy this. So basically, to deploy it, you can just use Vercel or Netlify, and you have to provide the public link to that bot, and it will automatically host it for you. So as of now, what I'll do, I'll render the actual app. So this was the dev app that we have built over here. So that app has same functionality, but with some better CSS looks. So I'll just render it just for a bit. Okay, so now you can open that app on your Telegram. So just go to that username. That is my cool Telegram mini app bot, and click on start. So it will take some time to start because it's rendering, I guess. you can see. So it's with better CSS as I said. So basically, this is my wallet and this is my Matic balance. So I have like added some CSS. You can like go to this repository. So there itself has a repository. You can click on that, and it will ask you like for the GitHub thing. So if you if you are opening in your mobile app, then it will just directly redirect to the repository of itself. So there's I have added a feed section as well. So from here, actually from external API, I'm fetching the coin details and just rendering. So you can see like you can do so many things. Like it is like the app you can build it normal web app, but with the protection of Telegram authentication. And yeah, so that's it. You can see.
So yeah, just like that, you can build any front-end app using any library, HTML, CSS, React, Angular, whatever you want. And just by installing that TMAJS library, you can display your web app in a Telegram bot. And it's simple as that.
You can imagine how cool app you can build actually. And that would be it would be supported on your Android devices, wherever Telegram is installed, they can use.
Yeah, the best
So you
part.
don't have to build a native thing. The best part is this. Yeah, others.
Yeah. The best part is that you created a web app and you can display it on iOS, Android, web app, desktop app, wherever you want. So I think that's the best feature of Telegram mini apps. Any questions at all? If anyone's stuck anywhere, you can turn your mic on and ask, or you can ask on the chat, or you can always ask on the group after this session if you want. If any problems, we'll figure out and solve it for you.
Adarsh, I just want to ask you, are you from Wagmi team?
No, I'm from BDD team, Builder Stripe. Hello, Shashank.
Yeah.
We got it. So, no questions, I guess. So, whoever was having a problem building a mini app, was this session helpful? Just react with a thumbs up. Harit. Yeah, Sagar, can you share the link of the repository on the chat?
Yeah. Wait.
Wait, this chat will be gone, so I'll share on the group as well.
So yeah, I've shared the link, GitHub repository link.
Where did you share, Sagar? I can't see it.
In the chat itself.
Yeah, you can't see the repository link. Wait. Can you see it now, Harit? Yes, nice. I'm sharing it on the group as well. Nice. Glad it was helpful. And glad it was helpful to you all. If you don't have any question, I think we can end this session. Dhanalini, do you have anything to add? Shashank, Kaya, anything if you have to add, please feel free to.
Definitely will add this. Like this is the wonderful session you guys have taken it. Like I think you are not known to each other, so if like this was the case, I would have invited you on our Gurgaon boot camp because this is such an awesome community and you guys are actually doing such a great job. Next time, definitely we will have some kind of collaboration with you and we can